Hey everyone, B3 here. I'm really wet. Sorry. Back with another fantastic, I guess I could just call this a movie review. It's more of a reaction, really. It's because it's not super in-depth, but I saw Batman vs. Superman, and if any of you guys follow my other videos, I've talked about BVS a lot. I'm probably going to refer to it as BVS for the most part. And lots of my, like, toy reviews and etc., I was like, Batman vs. Superman, not a lot of expectations. Not a lot of high expectations. When the first trailer came out, I was like, well, that was kind of underwhelming. And then the Comic-Con trailer came out, and I was like, whoa, that looks awesome. And then the trailer came out that revealed Doomsday, and I was like, ew. No, sir. And then they announced Flash and Cyborg were going to be in the movie. And this is not going to be a spoiler-free video, by the way. So you've been warned, fool. But it's fine, because you really don't need to see the movie anyways. Actually, I kind of want the rest of the movies to get made, so go see the movie, actually. It has good parts, I suppose. It has... The characters aren't even bad, for the most part. Okay, so... In Man of Steel, you guys know Man of Steel kind of had a darker tone. That was my big problem with Man of Steel. I would have liked it to have brighter colors, for one thing, and maybe been a bit more lighthearted. That's what I wanted Man of Steel to be. It didn't really have a happy ending, per se. And I wanted it to be a brighter film, because I feel like Superman should be a brighter character. I know that they tried to evolve him for the modern times, which is fine. I actually, I understood why they killed Zod in Man of Steel, because that's what gave their version of Superman his appreciation for life. Because I was like, you know what, that's fine. That is fine. I can live with that decision. It's not like this is canon comic Superman or anything. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with the decision. But as long as Superman doesn't kill again. Superman might have killed again in this movie. Shows up in Africa to stop Lois Lane from being killed. And he basically, like, flies a warlord through a fucking wall. Probably killed that warlord, just saying. But he got blamed for all the deaths in Africa, even though they were, like, it was like, Superman killed all these people, even though they were obviously killed by bullets. I mean, it was kind of dumb. The whole movie was just convoluted. So everyone's like, oh, should Superman be held responsible for his actions, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, you know, that's okay, right? In the modern world, people would very much be asking that question constantly. Henry Cavill, he's not my favorite actor, honestly. I think he can be a little bland, but I think the way they portray Superman in these movies, I think he plays that Superman well. You know what I'm saying? He plays the character that's given to him well for these movies. Even though I just didn't like the portrayal of Superman in this movie. There's one part of the movie where Superman says something like, nobody stays good in this world, and he said that, and I was like, well, that's not a very Superman thing to say, now is it? You know what I mean? Kenny was sad, he even contemplated hanging up his cape for good, and there were all these weird, like, dream and hallucination sequences throughout the movie. At least, like, 3 big dream sequences for Batman alone, and one of them was this stupid flash forward to after Darkseid takes over Earth, and it's so obvious that that's what it is. There are straight up parademons flying around. You see them clear as day. They looked cool, by the way. If that's what the parademons are going to look like in Justice League, I think that's a good choice. They looked really cool. I'll say that. He was killing people in the flash forward, but dystopian future Batman killing people, that's fine. It's not like we've never seen anything like that before, right? It's kind of like a what-if sort of thing, I suppose. But still, you know, it was stupid, convoluted. And it's so weird. Does he have some kind of foresight power? Because he dreamed about Kryptonite and about Darkseid before he could possibly know anything about them. He even dreamed about the Flash, like coming from the future in this weird tech suit, but you could still kind of see part of the Flash mask. And I guess it was the Flash. I think it was the Flash. It was all weird. It was so stupid and convoluted. And Superman was killing people because Batman took Lois Lane away from him. And like as soon as that stupid flash forward sequence starts, you see a big Omega symbol on the ground, like Darkseid always puts places. And you see fire pits, like on Apocalypse, shooting up out of the Earth. And in New 52, Darkseid was putting those on other planets. So, yeah, I'm happy to see that. And you kind of see, like, when they said Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg were going to be in the movie, it's just small bits of video footage that Batman steals from Lex Luthor of them. So it's not really a big deal. I think all the Justice League stuff should have just been cut out of the movie. Honestly, I think it all should have just been really cut out of the movie. The Wonder Woman stuff, I guess, could have stayed. She was pretty awesome. I'm very excited for the Wonder Woman movie, actually. I saw the sneak peek for it on the CW, and I'm very, very excited for the Wonder Woman movie. No, I can't say I'm really excited for Justice League, though, honestly. But yeah, so what you saw of the Flash was that, what I guess was him in the Flash Forward sequence. I guess they had him in that mech suit because they didn't want to show us his actual suit yet. I don't know. Or maybe they didn't even have his actual suit figured out 100% at that point. I don't know. Cyborg, you kind of saw part of his origin, and it was very New 52. It looks like he was created by a mother box, yet another Darkseid thing. Lex Luthor even kind of mentions Darkseid a bit in the end, I think. I'll get to Lex Luthor. I can understand why he would know about him, though, because he checked the Kryptonian archives in the crashed scout ship, and it's an exploration ship, so it would know about stuff all over the galaxy or whatever. Or, the universe. Sorry, there's so much to talk about that it's going to take me forever. Yeah, Superman was dark and stupid. He just thought with his fists. And, there was that whole stupid dream sequence. And what was I talking about? Video clips, yes. A video clip of Ezra Miller just kind of stopping a crime real fast. Video of Cyborg being created by a mother box. Video of Aquaman. They just kind of saw him in the wreckage of a crashed ship and he destroyed the camera and then just swam away really fast. I'm glad they had him swimming at almost like super speed because Aquaman can swim like incredibly fast in water. I'm glad they captured that. Jason Momoa is going to be an excellent Aquaman, I think. I don't think there was enough of him in this movie to justify the action figure Mattel made of him, but he was in the movie, and he looked really cool, and I think he's going to be a cool character, too. From just the tiny little bit I've seen, I can't really judge much, but still. So, let's talk about Lex Luthor now, I guess. Lex Luthor was really fucking stupid. I hated this portrayal of Lex Luthor. Every movie these days seems like they have to kind of have the young genius billionaire who like wears Converse and stuff to meetings and is like really hyper and stuff. Everyone seems like they want to have that character in everything, but it didn't work for Lex Luthor. He wasn't threatening. He wasn't intimidating at all. He never felt like a threat to Superman at any point in the movie. There's one point where he kidnaps Superman's mom, because let's face it, it's easy to fucking figure out who Superman is at this point. Like in comics in the past, he could had total control over the muscles in his face, so he could change his face a little and put on the glasses, and that's why that was a disguise, but now they don't do that anymore, so they don't do the muscle control. Because for one, it's a little stupid, and two, it's just easier to do it the other way. But it's just so... I hated Isaac vs. Lex Luthor. And I was one of the few people that was willing to give it a chance, and everyone was bitching about him on the internet. Speaking of bitching... Oh, no, I didn't finish the story. When he kidnaps Superman's mom, I was like, why doesn't he just use super hearing or something to figure out where his mom is and then stop it? He's got 30 minutes. He could just fly to Gotham, which I believe was where she was being held anyways. Listen out for her, because there was lots of convenient super hearing stuff in the movie. Here, and then fly over, save her. No one could have stopped him from doing that, but he didn't do it. Instead, he decided to confront Batman. Now let's talk about Batman. This was kind of a Dark Knight Returns-esque Batman, a Batman that's been fighting crime for 20-some years, and just hasn't really seen Gotham get better. In fact, he's kind of just seen it get worse. So he's like, there's nothing I've done to help, but if I kill Superman, then I'll finally have made a difference. He straight up tries to murder Superman. And I'm not going to pretend like Batman hasn't killed in comics or movies before. Killed a lot in the Tim Burton movies and stuff. Set a dude on fire with the Batmobile. Threw one down the church clock tower or whatever. My dogs are barking and it's starting to sprinkle, so sorry about all this noise. But yeah, there's just so crazy. He was going to straight up murder Superman. And Superman actually goes to confront Batman, not to fight him and kill him. Even though Lex Luthor was like, Superman, if you don't kill Batman, I'm going to kill your mom. Superman was like, I'll need Batman's help. I don't know what Batman could have really helped with. But Batman did. Batman ended up saving Superman's mom. And Superman confronted Lex Luthor. And then Doomsday was born. I'll get to Doomsday in a bit. Fuck me. But, shit. Yeah, so, this movie was so bad. It was so bad.